Okay, so I can explain. Basically, what happened was I got transported through time, for I was the chosen one to fight a mystical beast who was going to, I don't know, destroy us all. I didn't really ask questions, I just did the fighty fight thing. And it was obviously a long and tedious process to kill a mythical beast while defending all of mankind. And that is why I've been gone so long. My wounds have healed now. I mean, it was a fair fight. He got a few punches in, I did some sword fighting, he had a bit of a spiky tail. I mean, I was relatively badly injured, but okay. I still won, because, you know, you're all still here, so you're welcome. I'm glad we got that out of the way. So, books. Books are good. Let's do some books. So today we're going to be reviewing a book. That book is The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I'm sorry for being late to the game. Well, and actually, no, I wasn't late to the game. I read this on time, and I recorded this like before I set off on my mythical journey adventure, but it was a mess, and I was really sick doing it, and you didn't need to see that. Not that it was any more of a good standard to what I usually post, but I was thinking of you deep down. So, what's it all about? Well, by now you probably know The Six of Crows is basically the book version of, I guess, The Italian Job or Ocean's 11, just without George Clooney. The book, yes, well, the pop reference jokes. The book is a heist book, said that already, get your act together, and it follows, what does it follow? See, I'm glad that we know that no matter how long I've been gone, or how many mythical creatures I have fought to save you all, again, you're welcome, I will never be any more coherent than I was when I left. The book is set in a town called Ketterdam, where lives a young fellow who really is the George Clooney of this book. His name is Kaz, and Kaz is a criminal prodigy. He is the best in his field, and he's only 17, and frankly, he might be a little bit psychotic, but who doesn't love that? He is given an offer which he couldn't refuse. Ha ha ha. Sorry, it was a terrible joke. Never gonna make it again. Gonna make it again in about 10 seconds. You're gonna hate me. He's offered the chance to go on a deadly heist which will make him rich beyond his wildest dreams. But obviously, it's a heist, and he can't pull it off alone. So along on the journey come another 5 fantastic characters. You have a sharpshooter who has no idea how to walk away from a wager. I would say possibly has a gambling problem, just putting that out there. You have a runaway with a privileged past, a spy who is the best in her game, a heart renderer, if you've read the Grisha series you'll know what that is, who can use her magic to do some things to the mind, body and soul, mainly the body, and a thief with a very unlikely talent for escaping. A very unlikely talent for escaping, with a talent for unlikely escapes. Thank you, Diesel. There is only one Mad Fortress type thing separating Kaz and his crew from the biggest money payout of their lives, and all they have to do to get it is survive and also not kill each other, which is technically surviving twice, but however. Thoughts and feelings and emotions. It's just a fantastic jingle. So if you don't know, Leigh Bardugo is the fantastic mind behind the Grisha series. I really enjoyed the Grisha series. She wrote one of the greatest bad guys I've ever seen. He was so alluring that you wanted to stroke his face, but you also wanted to murder him, which was fantastic. The Six of Crows, not the Six of Crows. Six of Crows takes place in the same world as the Grisha series, but you don't have to have read the Grisha series in order to get this book. In fact, I think the Grisha series is a lot more mystical compared to this one. This one seems to be a bit more normal with just kind of special abilities thrown in. So thoughts and feelings. As with the Grisha series, for me, Six of Crows is no different in terms of the best thing about Leigh Bardugo's books are her characters, by far. No matter how dull the story got, no matter how it wasn't moving along or I wasn't particularly enjoying the plotline, the characters will save the day all day, every day, because they're bloody fantastic. She just really knows how to write characters. Six of Crows is told from 5 different perspectives, so you get a chance to get in almost everybody's head. And it was just really fun. It was really fun because they all have these intricate pasts. They all have these intricate presidents. Yes, they're all presidents. They're not. They all have this intricate, detailed present, and their lives just intertwine with each other, but are also separate entities. Each one is very different from the others, and they're just really enjoyable characters. I loved it, and the diversity in them between skin color or ethnicity, and even like their abilities and sexual orientation. Just, I love diversity. Give it to me all the time, every day, always. The story itself, it was a good story. Sometimes Leigh's writing fails to excite me in the way that I think the story is meant to excite a reader. Like, there would be things that would be like plot twists, or, you know, like the explosion at the end of a scene, and then you move on to the next scene to see what happens. And none of those big, like, oh my god moments really made me be like, oh my god. Most of the time I was like, okay, that happened, but I just really want to see what happens with the characters. The storyline for me was just alright. It was an interesting concept. It's a storyline that I've never seen a book do before, especially a YA book. But for me, as with the Grisha, it was the characters that carried the book. It was just, they're just so insightful that I spent more time being invested in the characters than really caring about the plotline, even though obviously they are part of the plotline. They're just, for me, the characters are better written than the plotline itself. But that's not to say that I won't continue on with the next series, or the next part of the series, which actually has a name now, but I don't remember what it was. So I am excited to see what happens, but mainly just because I want to see what happens with the characters. Would I recommend this book? For the characters alone, absolutely. They're all a wild ride, and they're just really good fun. And I think that the diversity of them and the complete thought and preparation and detail that has gone into all their backgrounds and all their relationships with each other just makes Six of Crows worth the read, regardless of what the plotline is about. Yeah, that's basically all I have to say. If I disappear again, you will know it was because, once more, I was the chosen one and you're all in mortal danger and I have to go fight for your lives, so on and so forth. But if not, if you have read Six of Crows and I'm around to answer your comments and questions and concerns, or I don't know, just drop me a line and I'll get back to you. But until then, I'm going to retire from today and also mythical creature fighting because I need to lie down. It's a lot.